and it can be even done now.
General Kochhar, getting in some more breaking news now that the Army Chief General Naravane's planned visit to Pathankot military station has been cancelled. Army sources reporting this, and we're getting into some more details that General Naravane, the Indian Army Chief, his planned visit to Pathankot military station has been cancelled. That's a breaking news update that we're getting in. So we're getting in as many reports as possible as we stay on the coverage. General Naravane's early morning visit to Jammu also stands cancelled. So there is a sense of urgency, Saurabh, that India is looking at this situation, and in fact, the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will also be a part of that video conference meeting with the Prime Minister. Though we're waiting for details of the full operation as it unfolded, or the full violent face-off as it unfolded at the Galwan Valley. Saurabh, what more are you picking up, Saurabh, about India's approach?
You know, I can tell you, Niranjan, as I said earlier, this is a very serious situation. In the past, you've not had a case in the recent past, as I was saying, that this boundary was tranquil. You would have some kind of altercation, you would have pushing around, jostling around, but you won't have your men dying. Now, Indian Army Colonel dying, attaining martyrdom, that's a big deal. And this is what the government is telling China in no uncertain terms as we talk. Now, from here on, how we move, because obviously the rules of engagement with China will change. So far, we have exercised enormous restraint on the boundary, so much so that some of these instances on the part of the Chinese PLA were not even brought to light also, because we did not want to escalate the matters. But no longer. Now, obviously, China has to realize that it cannot get away with this kind of a provocation. Obviously, we do understand that the facts of the case are still emerging. Both the sides, it's in their larger interest that this does not escalate, because obviously they are grappling with the bigger pandemic of corona, that also COVID-19, that also is China, induced, it originated in China. The world is actually looking at China in a different lens now. So I think it's in China's own interest not to escalate matters here. But India, both diplomatically, I've been told, also militarily, we will not back off, we will not buckle down under Chinese pressure. Chinese are known to put pressure tactics so that India relents on some of the other fronts. Don't forget, they're under tremendous global pressure on the COVID-19 issue. This is their attempt trying to divert attention also of their own people, because China has had recent outbreaks. Again, their own people are suffering. Obviously, this is a classic Chinese trick, and I would agree that we should not fall into their trap, but obviously we cannot blink or be seen as buckling down under Chinese pressure. We have to give them a response, a firm response, both in diplomatic terms and both in strategic and military terms. Niranjan.
Yeah, I think Tejinder is picking up more details of the itinerary of the Army Chief. The Army Chief was a part of that was a part of that meeting that just concluded between the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat. The three service chiefs were also there, including General Naravane. What more are you picking up, Tejinder, about the engagements of the Army Chief? We are told that Pathankot visit, Jammu visit now stand cancelled.
Yes, Niranjan, the Army Chief General Manoj Mukund Naravane was scheduled to visit the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. He was scheduled to spend a good time of the day in Jammu. There were several meetings that were planned, and very senior officers of the Jammu military station and also the Pathankot military station, they were also to attend the meeting. But late last night, when this news reached the Army Chief that there have been a violent clashes between the Indian Army and the Chinese Liberation Army, in which three Indian Army soldiers, including a commanding officer, have attained martyrdom, the Army Chief cancelled his visit. He was also scheduled, after Jammu, he was scheduled to visit Pathankot military station. That visit also stand cancelled. We have been told that there are several rounds of meeting that are right now going on between the top brass of the Indian Army, the CDS, the three service chiefs, the Defence Minister and various other officials of various intelligence agencies. They are holding rounds of meetings. Their video conferences are being held, phone calls are being exchanged. So top brass of the Indian leadership, especially we are also told that Defence Minister Rajnath Singh is giving every minute brief to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi about the current prevailing situation on the line of actual control. So a detailed statement also from the Ministry of External Affairs or the Ministry of Defence is expected any time from now. We spoke to senior officials of the Indian Army. They said that a detailed statement of what actually transpired, what actually happened at the line of actual control last night will be issued shortly, though the interim statement also says that there were violent clashes during the de-escalation process at the Galwan Valley in the Ladakh sector, wherein there were violent clashes between both the sides, though the sources are confirming that not a single bullet has been fired. There were physical clashes, both the sides exchanged blows, there were stone pelting on each other, the clubs were used. And what we have been told that right now a commanding officer, two soldiers of a unit deployed there on the line of...
Tejinder, getting in the first response. In fact, more and more Tejinder, getting in breaking news now, more and more opposition leaders are also responding. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, leader of the Congress in the Lok Sabha, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has tweeted saying that army jawans, including a colonel, have fallen victims to unscrupulous Chinese aggression. PMO India, we need a befitting retaliation. Retaliation, retaliation, retaliation. I pay my homage to the brave souls who laid down their precious lives for the sake of our motherland. Emotions running high, but going by the details that we're picking up, Srijan, I think the status quo with China may have been altered a little bit more than what it was about 2 to 3 weeks back.
And it's all due to China. I mean, we are the ones who have been the more the peaceful lot of the people. We are trying to pursue peace. It is China which is repeatedly doing aggression and trying to shift the status quo into a conflict zone. And we must be very careful. That's why China's the response which we have will be three-pronged. It can't be one-pronged. It has to be three-pronged. First is military response. When China is behaving like a mafia, it will only listen to the language of strength. Strength, respect, strength. And India is strong enough to reply to China in a military tone. And that has to be done, but in a contained manner so that we don't want this, none of us actually want the conflict to escalate beyond the level, but the response has to be there. First is military response. The second is diplomatic. We have to look at what the other countries are, most of the world is with us. And we have to, the foreign minister has to galvanize the support for India because this is going to go long. If you think this is the end of it, it's not. We discussed it 1 week ago that this is not the end of it. Today we are at a higher level and, for all you know, another week will pass and it will go at another higher level of escalation. India needs to galvanize its support diplomatically. And the third thing India needs to do is the economic smile. India is one of the biggest economies in the world and China acknowledges it. We are one of the biggest market for China. $60 billion is the import bill India pays to China every year and China knows it. And that economic strength is what we need to back it. When we're talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat, when we're talking about, how Chinese investments need to be regulated, all that hurts China, and especially in the long run. So that hit on the economy is also important. So it's military, it's diplomatic, and it's also economic. We have to focus on these three pillars to hit back at China. And do remember that this is like coronavirus now. This is not going to go away too soon. So it's not going to, you can have a conversation with China and China will back off. Because you need to keep your ears alert and you need to keep your eyes open. China will come back, keep coming back at us because China sees India as its prime rival in the global arena in terms of economy, in terms of military, in terms of the fact that we are neighbors.
I have a breaking news update. Srijan, I'm really sorry for interrupting you there. I'll let you complete your point, but I'm getting in a breaking news update from Abhishek from Beijing. Diplomatic engagement has also begun. This is breaking news update on Republic TV. Diplomatic engagement is also happening as we speak. Indian ambassador in Beijing and Joint Secretary East in the MEA are talking to the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So the diplomatic engagement has also begun. This is a breaking news update. Let me go across to our correspondents and our team of reporters live. Tejinder and Zina joining us live. I want to repeat for all our viewers who are joining us on this breaking news broadcast. We're getting in some more news that a diplomatic engagement has also begun. Diplomatic engagement on Indian ambassador in Beijing and the Joint Secretary East in the Ministry of External Affairs are speaking to the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This is breaking news coming in. Let me go across to Zeenat, also joining us live on this broadcast. Zeenat, you were talking about the other talks that were also on and the fact that India is monitoring the situation very closely. Zeenath is in Srinagar, getting us a live update from there. Zeenath.
See, Niranjan, we are seeing not only the diplomatic channels are working, but at the same time, the military channels are also working to de-escalate the tension. Although the tension is picking up for the last 2 months or so, although at many points there were the armies who were disengaged from their places, as General Naravane recently pointed out, they have been disengaged. But the kind of escalations that are, in fact, if we see that here itself, the monitoring is being done by the army, because since we are seeing the India and the Pakistan, the way they have been close friends and all-weather friends with each other, and we are seeing the way the Pakistan is violating ceasefire in North Kashmir, and in order to divert the attention. Also, we are seeing the way China is responding in Ladakh, although in Ladakh there had been a verbal brawl, or we talk about a stone pelting incidents that had led to the casualties in Ladakh, in eastern Ladakh, particularly in this very belt where the standoff was there. But at the same time, all the military sources as well as the diplomatic channels are keeping a close eye, because we need to see it's not only about you have to use military help, but you have to also use the channels, diplomatic channels that will have some impact, because this is not the first time when the standoff has taken place. We have seen in past as well, and as per the experts believe that this will continue for some more time, some more months. But once the weather changes, definitely there will be the improvement in the situation. Although China had been quite aggressive and upset about the construction of roads that the Indian government is building, because if you remember, Narendra Modi is planning to have some 62 more roads near the line of control where you have the domain of where you have Indian territory there, and that has really led China upset. So we need to say at the same time the way the Pakistan is in deep crisis, and particularly the way the befitting reply is coming from India to Pakistan is also disturbing Pakistan, and we have seen the Pakistan and China being all-weather friends. Yes, Niranjan.
Okay, taking a short break at this point. I request all our panelists to stay with us because we're getting in some more breaking news from Beijing. We'll take a short break at this point and come back with the breaking news updates and the non-stop coverage as 3 of our soldiers are martyred in Ladakh, and India should retaliate is what many people feel. We'll take a short break and come back and continue to get you the breaking news updates. Stay tuned.